with a stride. Well, I'm Shilpi Khandelwal and I have come up with a topic which I would like to share with you. And this Sunday evening, I felt this is the best time to do so. But first of all, before even I start, I would like to know from each one of you, how are you? How is everything with you? Are you safe? Are you taking precaution? Are you being a motivator for the people who are sick around you? If yes, congratulations. Because it is very easy to surrender in the wrong sense. It is very easy. Good. Hello, Scott Ward. Thank you. Good. It's good morning there. I don't know where you're from, but wherever you're from, good morning. So I would like to ensure that these are very tough times. Yeah. Hi, Amber. Oh, Amber Sahu. How are you? All right. Thank you so much, Scott Watts, for saying you are safe. But not only that you are safe, Scott, it is also, are you the one who's ensuring that all the people around you who you can influence are mentally safe? Everybody is going through a lot of fear, right? Lot of fear. But only the people who will take ownership will really survive today. And today I want to talk a lot about ownership and other principles. Hello everyone. Thank you for typing in. So nice of you all. So nice, because this is my first experiment and I've never come LinkedIn live, and I see a lot of support from LinkedIn. So thank you so much. Please be on. Something very candid I would like to share here. Nothing to do with Corona, but yes, everything to do with you, everything to do with your communication. All right. So keeping all this in mind, yeah. Yeah, we are also good. Thank you so much. Thank you for giving all that love and wishes to me and my family. We are also good. Again, I'm coming back to you that please understand, we need to be like warriors today, nothing less. If you can stand on this ground and this test of time solid, you would be protecting so many people around you, right? You'll be, yeah, thank you so much, everyone. You'll be protecting so many people around you. So, why don't you just get yourself more strong within by understanding what communication you are doing to yourself? All right. So, I'm coming to the point where I really want to share. Today, I would like to talk about communication, not the external communication only. Okay, I want to talk to you about that inner voice which is inside you. What is it that is niggling? What is it that is really making you worried, happy, whatever it is? Okay, so we have about 50 to 70,000 thoughts bombarding our brain every day, out of which almost 90% of those thoughts are waste thoughts, depleted thoughts, and of course, means they have no meaning. It goes in a loop. You keep on saying something to yourself which is demeaning, which is going to make you a lesser of a person, and it keeps on going inside us, and we don't even realize it. It's not even in our awareness. And remember, every cell of our body is listening. There is something called affirmation, and when you say affirmation, you must understand that every part of your body is listening to those affirmation. And if I am speaking continuously negative, that is what my cells are listening. That is what my health will happen. How healthy I'll be or how unhealthy I'll be, it will all happen there. So please understand, your inner voice is so important in the communication field today, because communication external, we can somehow master it. Okay, we can make our tone well, we can speak nice words, and we can have a great body language. That's okay. But what about our inner voice? What is it if spontaneously you have to say something very energizing, very motivating? Can you do it in these times? So my dear friends, please understand, if you want to talk about yourself as a warrior, as a person of strength, then master your inner voice. And you can master it over three principles. And I would like to share that. I'm not going to talk about, how to communicate, what to communicate. You know everything. I want to talk about your inner voice. What are you saying to yourself unconsciously? And if you are saying it unconsciously, how can you make it conscious so that you become aware of what you're speaking? And once you're aware, you can change those monologues, that one-sided monologues. Hi everyone. Yes, thank you so much, Scott, for being with the entire journey. Yes, hello, Mr. Arun. How are you doing? God bless. God bless everyone. Hi, Subhash. Hi, everyone. Hi, Scott again. Hi, Kishore. Hi, Krish. How are you? Hi, Ambarasu. Thank you so much. Let's be connected on this for some time right now. Okay. So, as I said, there are three principles. Now, let's just find out what are those three principles that can help you to make your inner voice, which is at times you are not aware what you're speaking to yourself, to become into your awareness. And then once it is in awareness, you realize whether it's working for you or it is working against you. Only two things can happen. Either we are talking positive or we are talking negative. All right. So now coming back to what are those three principles? One is observation. The first one is observation. So you need to still yourself. And how do we still ourselves? Not by just sitting still or standing still, by actually concentrating on our breath. And once we start concentrating on our breath, this mind quietens. And once it quietens, you start getting aware of a lot of things that's happening inside you or around you. You become aware of those subtle noise. You become aware of any inferences that's happening. And as you gather all your senses within, you start getting aware of what is that you're speaking. What is it that is going in loops inside you? What is it that you're feeling right now? Are you feeling okay, but you're acting as if you're the most energetic person, or are you feeling otherwise? Right? Thank you so much. Hi, Vijay. Hi, Subhash again. All right. So coming back to you, I would like you to just be in that observant mode as to what is it that you can, and put all your senses inward, and then be aware of what's actually going on in your mind. Now let's play a game. Let's do something. Okay, I want you, though I can't see you, and you obviously you can't really give me any accountability over here, but I'm sure you will join me. All right, so let's play a small game on observation. All right, so do you see this? This is a small butterfly that is going around the garden, and I am walking in the garden. And as I'm walking, I come to this patch of flowers, which this butterfly is hovering on. And I start walking towards, alongside this patch of flowers. And this butterfly also kind of comes along with me and sits on my chin. Everyone sits on my chin. If you have done chin, then I would say you're observant, not by what you see, but what you hear. And that is more subtle of an observation than what we see. What we see is a gross form of observation, but what we hear becomes a little subtler. And as you go down in your, more finer in your observation, your entire observation zone becomes much more broader. Okay, so observation is very important in this entire process of getting the awareness out of, for your inner voice to really be mastered, right? Second thing that I would like to share is a simple word, but very powerful word called ownership. Ownership. Okay, yeah. Hi, Krish again. Hi, Chandru. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. Yes. What do you mean by ownership? I'll just tell you a story, and you can just realize what profound experience this person would have got. And this person is none other than our ex president, our late president, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. And I'm sure most of you would have heard the story, but I'll just repeat it as a small reminder. And I'm very proud of our president. All right. Um, Dr. Abdul Kalamji, he was in 1979, he was I think he was the director, a mission director of SLV-3 to launch SLV-3 project. So he was in charge of that, all right? So they had to launch a satellite in the orbit, okay? And they have obviously, these are real costly affairs. This really costs the nation a lot. Lot of people are behind such projects. 10 years of working on this project, and finally the satellite was ready to launch and everything, right? But as they were going about to really, that the entire thing was about to really take off, and it went on to T minus 4 minutes, T minus 3 minutes, so on and so forth. Suddenly the computer blinked and said something is wrong, there is an error. Dr. Abdul Kalam ji, he had six of his experts behind him, and they said, wait, we'll just check. They went to the computer, they typed in something, and they said, yes, there is some leakage in the control unit. The control unit actually makes the entire, rocket goes to that particular altitude, and then it, shapes out, and then the satellite is launched. So they said, we'll fix it, we'll manage it, don't worry. In the second stage, I believe, how it kind of breaks away each part. So in the second stage, when this rocket actually it the satellite did not go onto in the orbit, it actually went into Bay of Bengal. Okay, now imagine, India is a country which has limited resources. It doesn't have abundant resources, right? With thousands of people working behind, and with all the expectation of so many people, on Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, it was very difficult for Doctor to face the candid media and, the press conference and everything. Then that time, Mr. Satish Dhawan was the chairman of ISRO. And he said, come on, we will go and face the press, we have to anyway, so we'll go and face the press. And these two gentlemen went with other people, of course, and these two gentlemen went, they sat down, and Mr. Satish Dhawan took the entire responsibility of the failure of the mission. He didn't even let Mr. APJ Abdul Kalam come in front. Okay, he took ownership when the failure was there. And that means Abdul Kalam ji still remembers. He says, wow, this man has taught me what is leadership all about, what is ownership is all about, right? And in 1980 July, when the satellite was launched, successfully, then Mr. Satish Dhawan, he was obviously, the chairman of ISRO. He pulls in Abdul Kalam and says, now you go and face the press conference. When in failure, if we can take ownership to whatever is happening, that is a mark of a character. Are you that character? Or are you the one who says, it was not my fault, I couldn't have helped it, it was that person's fault, that event's fault. I mean, so what? You just can't put things on me. Always remember, if you see the larger picture in life, whether it's your personal life or your professional life, you are going to be a mark and think so differently that you will know where to go, what to do, and why you're doing what you're doing. Then you would not need validation from people. You would not need, to be said, oh, you are such a bad person or a good person. Nothing affects you. So in yourself, if you have the capability of taking ownership, your communication is going to be extremely different, extremely influential, and extremely powerful. Think about it. Okay, so it's all within. I take the ownership of what I'm feeling. If I'm feeling negative, I do all kind of practices, affirmation, gratitude, whatever, to ensure that my feeling is strong and up and about. And when in that up state, when I talk with absolute with a punch. I don't talk like this. Okay, so this is where is the second principle that I wanted to talk about. And I wish each and every one of you to take ownership in these very, very difficult times for very many people, specifically those who are business owners, those who are CEOs. Please, please, please do not throw people out of their jobs. Do not tell that you can't afford them, because this is the right time for you to stand with them and show that you are trustworthy. Okay, so communication is so powerful. The third and the last principle I would like to share with you, and that is again, controlling or understanding what is going internally, is what kind of narratives you're saying to yourself, what kind of stories you're saying to yourself. Yeah, thank you, Scott, for being all along. Hi, Bidyut Mukherjee. Hello, thank you. Observation, yes, observation is the key. Yes, Vijay, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you, Krish. Thank you. Yeah, showing. Yeah, right. Thank you. Yeah, it's very rare that people take ownership, specifically when your own interest is not met and you have some other desires in life. Ownership is really very difficult. So that is why there is a beautiful, dialogue in Singham. I always say, "Jiski zarurate kam hai, uske zamir mein dam hai." Think about it. Are you running after material life? To live a good standard and to have a very good life, you don't need much. You don't need much. Think about it. What is the price that you're paying for running for those material things, bigger house, bigger car, bigger. Think about it. Are you at peace with yourself? Are you having peace in the family? Are you the one who's giving peace or taking away everyone's peace? Very important. Okay, so think means Corona has taught me one thing, is that life is very fickle. I see many of my near and dear ones have just left within weeks, 10 days, 1 month. Some people are critical, and I'm like, I can't do much about it, right? But that realization is certainly there, that life is so fickle. So what are we actually running for? I'm not saying you become a hermit and you become spiritual. No, 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 no. But at least have the priorities right. Be in abundance. God always wants you to be in abundance. Which father would like his child to beg? Right? So be in abundance, be happy, be proud. That is what your good Lord would be, looking. Oh my God, my children are so happy and healthy, right? So be in abundance, but don't let materialistic abundance really, take over you. Anyways, that's like going beyond communication. So let me come back. The third one, what I would like to share is, as I have already shared, internal stories or the narratives. So are you the one who is playing the victim, role? Are you the one who's playing the villain role, or are you the one who's playing the heroes or the heroines role? So this is very important. When we say victim, it's like, as if the whole life is like happening to me. So if the whole life is happening to me, who's in control over there? Life is in control, right? So if good thing happens to me, I am happy. If bad things are, or if things which I don't like are happening, I am absolutely unhappy and sad. Now that is where we need to work on, right? We cannot be in this victim zone anymore. It doesn't serve the purpose. What is the point of you having a human form and yet you feel victimized? Okay, use your brains. Come on, let's find out how we can make ourselves stronger. How can we make ourselves really forthcoming, and specifically what kind of communication we should share with others, that people don't victimize us further. All right, no bullies, nothing. It's so important. It is a journey. I know it's not like overnight you become so strong, or you find your way through. All right, I'm not saying anything. Even I've gone through a journey, and that is why I'm speaking in front of you. So we all have our journey. We all need to go through the journey. Now, how do you plan it? How do you want to go for it? That's up to you. Okay, so one is the victim narrative. Second one is the villain narrative. My way or the highway. I know what to do. I'll boss around. I'll do this. Always like, you are the one who wants to be the in power, not empower, in power. And when you want to be in power, you will speak, act in many ways that will hurt people. You will be one of the toxic person around, which people would like to avoid. Think about it. Or are you the hero or the heroines of the day, who, when needed, becomes gentle, when needed, becomes empathetic, when needed, and if the situation demands, is angry with the other person and says, look, you're not doing the right thing, and I am with you, I love you, but this is what needs to be done. So what kind of internal stories are you talking? That kind of communication is going to come out. All right. Yeah. So this is very important. Okay. Right. Hi, Rekha. Hello, Rekha. Yes, Krish. Yes. What did Subhash sir observe? Okay, if I, unless you take ownership of business success, you will not follow you. No doubt about it. So good. And I'm sure there are many principles. These are just, I just said, let me speak to you. Let me try restream.io. Let me see if it's working or not. So I just came with these three. I'm sure there are many. And I would request each one of you to, all are very educated people. You have so much of blessings already in life. If you focus on abundance, that will grow. Where your energy goes, that where your focus goes, I'm so sorry, the energy grows, right? So if you are focusing on abundance, that is where you're going to go. If you're focusing on lack and scarcity, that is where you will really have the abundance of which. So I request each one of you to understand that this is the time when, in spite of everything, you go beyond yourself. First, empower your internal stories, observe what is happening within you, and with that, when you become strong and you are able to give motivating, speech, or not speech exactly, motivating. You are a motivator to someone who is really going down in the spirit. You are helping people by uplifting their fragile spirit. Then is when you are a warrior. And once you are a warrior, you cannot tire. You need to keep sharpening your sword so that you can kill and decimate and attack all the limiting belief systems that are around, that may be around you or the other person. So with this, thank you so much for being such a kind audience. I've got so many comments. Thank you. Yes. It was very long time, but tomorrow is forever away. Okay, gently, empathy, angry are part of leadership. Yes, besides other managerial. Thank you so much. It will be nice to connect. I'm there on LinkedIn, as you know. We are doing game-based communication session on 30th May, which is a Sunday again. That is the coming Sunday at 6 p.m. Do join us. I will share this entire form with you soon. But do keep connected. And if you want, you can even sponsor people. It's absolutely free sponsor. That means you can even spread it in your network. So those people who would love to know more about communication in a fun manner, because I don't want to have a webinar where I talk about, for 2 hours about communication. It's not done. The You need to get into the situation to understand what is it that I am sharing, and what concepts that will empower you is only empowered when you do it, when you engage yourself in it, right? So it's a game-based communication session, which is on 30th May, 6 p.m. It's going to be for 2 hours, 6 to 8. So before dinner, you can be free. And those who are coming from other time zones, please check your time and do join us. And it'll be nice to have you all, right? Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Scott. Thank you so much, everyone. So nice of you to be with me. And God bless you. Keep going. You are the powerhouse. Believe in yourself. God has lovely plans for you. Bye-bye.